the darkness is loud, but the light is steady. It does not shout, it simply shines, and so must you. Let your light be unwavering, not because the world is kind, but because you are. Let your thoughts be disciplined, not because life is easy, but because clarity is rare. Let your days be intentional, not because time is endless, but because you are mortal. Socrates said, "Beware the barrenness of a busy life." So do not fill your days, fill your soul. Do not chase distraction, chase depth, meaning, truth. There is no honor in motion without purpose. There is no peace in success without virtue. So stand still, reflect, return. Return to what matters. Return to who you truly are. Not the name, not the title, not the applause, but the essence. Beneath all that fades, as Epictetus taught, circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Let that be your mirror, not the opinions of others, not the numbers on screens, not the weight of approval, but the weight of your conscience. Does it feel clean? Does it feel clear? Does it feel true? For this is the only success, to walk through the world undefeated by it. And if you fall, fall forward with dignity, with grace, with the will to rise again. Aeschylus wrote, "He who learns must suffer, and even in our sleep, pain that cannot forget, falls drop by drop upon the heart, until in our own despair, against our will, comes wisdom through the awful grace of God. So let your suffering shape you, not into bitterness, but into beauty. Let your pain teach you. Let it humble your pride. Let it awaken your courage. For there is no strength without struggle, no wisdom without wounds, no light without having known the dark. And if the road is long, let it be. If the night is cold, endure it. If the world misunderstands, walk on, because your soul was not made to please. It was made to endure, to rise, to radiate. And like the stars, you do not need the sun to shine. You need only, for within you lies the same breath that shaped empires, the same silence that held wisdom, the same spark that defied despair. You are not just born of earth. You are born of thought, of virtue, of will. Aristotle wrote, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So shape your habits with care. Shape your mornings with purpose. Shape your nights with reflection. And in this shaping, you will begin to see that greatness is not found in moments, but in the long thread of quiet effort, woven day after day. Theodorus said, "The wise man is not he who has answers, but he who knows the worth of silence. So speak when needed, but live in awareness, in patience, in restraint. Let your words be few, but true. Let your presence be felt without explanation. Let your legacy be built, not by noise, but by unwavering principle." Heraclitus reminds us, the sun is new each day. So if you failed yesterday, rise today. If you faltered in weakness, stand now in strength. Each morning is not just a repetition, it is resurrection. The world may not notice, but your soul will. And in that quiet triumph lies something the world cannot steal. True wealth is clarity of mind, calm of heart, strength of soul. You can possess it. Even when your hands are empty, you can live it. Even when all else is chaos. Democritus said, "Happiness resides not in possessions and not in gold. Happiness dwells in the soul." So turn inward where the storms cannot reach, where peace waits in stillness. You do not need to be the loudest voice, only the truest. You do not need to win every race, only stay the course. And if others pass you, let them. You are not running their race. You are walking your own path with honor. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one, so be one, even when it is hard, even when it is costly, even when no one is watching. Especially then, let your life be a silent anthem, of endurance, of truth, of steady, burning light. For the world may tempt you to forget, but your soul remembers. It remembers truth. When all around you is illusion, it remembers discipline. When all around you is indulgence, it remembers virtue. When all around you is compromise, as Plato said, the first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. This is the true war, and it is fought daily, in thought, in word, in action, not on battlefields, but in the stillness of your choices. Let each choice be a step toward mastery, not of the world, but of self. For the self, mastered masters, all Pythagoras taught, do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. So walk simply, live honestly, act meaningfully. Let your days be full, not of tasks, but of meaning, not of noise, but of alignment. Sophocles reminds us, wisdom outweighs any wealth. So if you gain gold, but lose clarity, you are poorer still. If you gain fame, but lose your virtue, you are forgotten already. But if you walk in wisdom, even in obscurity, you shine with a light that time cannot extinguish. Let your speech be honest. Let your gaze be clear. Let your motives be clean. For this is how legacies are built, not by grand monuments, but by integrity repeated. Each day you live truthfully is a day that echoes beyond its own end. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free. So free yourself from the fear of loss, from the prison of opinion, from the illusion of permanence. And what remains is courage. Courage to stand when others run. Courage to speak when silence is safe. Courage to walk alone, with only the stars and your conscience as witness. That is freedom, that is power. Do not measure your life in years. Measure it in virtue. Did you love fiercely? Did you endure faithfully? Did you speak truly? Did you walk wisely? These are the questions that matter. Let the answer be yes, and let that yes resound across the quiet chambers of eternity. For there is a fire in you, older than fear, stronger than pain, wiser than the world. This fire was known to those who first looked inward and saw the divine, written not in stone, but in the self. Anaxagoras spoke, "The mind is the ruler of all things." And so, your thoughts are not small, they are sovereign. Guard them, tend to them, discipline them as you would a kingdom, for the quality of your thoughts becomes the quality of your life. Marcus Aurelius reminded, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Let your thoughts be pure, let them be strong, let them be kind. Think not like the crowd, but like the wise. Think not to impress, but to understand. Think not to react, but to respond. This is how the soul shines. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So begin the work where it matters most, not in the outer world, but in the private recesses of your character. When temptation calls, stand still. When anger stirs, breathe deep. When comfort seduces, walk onward. For discipline is not denial. It is direction. It is saying no to what would lead you astray, so you can say yes to what is worthy. And what is worthy is always harder, but always holier. Do not look at what others do. Look at who you are becoming. Democritus said, "Good means not merely not to do wrong, but rather not to desire to do wrong. So purify the root, not just the branch. Do not seek to seem, seek to be. In every small decision you are building, either a throne or a prison. Let it be a throne of clarity, of patience, of courage. Let it be a place where the soul can sit, unshaken." As Socrates reminded, he is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. So seek simplicity, not as a rejection, but as a liberation. Simplify your needs, and you will multiply your peace. Simplify your words, and you will amplify your truth. Simplify your path, and you will clarify your purpose. Do not let it dim this clarity, this fire, this unshakable essence. Let the world be noisy, but let your heart be still. Let the days rush past, but let your steps be steady. Let others forget, but you remember. Remember who you are, what you carry, and what you must become. For this is your time, and your trial, and your triumph. For what burns within you is the echo of the cosmos, the breath of the Logos, the voice of what has always been. Heraclitus wrote, "Character is destiny, so build your character as one builds a temple, stone by stone, hour by hour, choice by choice. Do not seek to escape the trials. They are the architects of your strength. It is through pressure that marble becomes sculpture. It is through heat that iron becomes blade. It is through testing that spirit becomes virtue. Do not flee, do not fear, do not faint rise. Let your virtue be visible, not as pride, but as presence. Let others wonder why you do not bend, why you do not break, why you do not follow where folly leads, and let your answer be, because I've seen the truth, and I have chosen it. Though it cost me ease, though it cost me applause, though it cost me comfort, still I chose it, because the soul demands it. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So make excellence your rhythm. Let your days be aligned. Let your nights be clean. Let your mind be clear. From the smallest task to the greatest challenge, act as if the gods are watching, not in judgment, but in witness of whether you will honor the divine spark within. And if you fall, rise, for that is the true sign of strength. Pericles reminded, what you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven into the lives of others. So speak kindly, even when unheard. Act justly, even when unthanked. Live nobly, even when unseen, for your deeds ripple beyond their moment and return to you. In the silence of conscience, the world may not remember your name, but the universe will know your spirit. Seneca said, difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. So do not resist hardship. Let it sculpt you. Let it purify you. Let it sharpen your vision. Let it reveal not what you want, but who you are. Each trial is an unveiling, each sorrow a refining, each delay a deepening. You are not being punished. You are being prepared, and in your preparation, you become what the world needs. Not another echo, but a voice, not another shadow, but a light. Do not let it dim. Keep the flame. Tend to it. Feed it with truth. Guard it with courage. Share it with love. And in doing so, you fulfill your myth, the myth of a soul that walked through darkness with a lamp of wisdom, lit by the hands of the ancients, carried by your will. If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.